Debt. For some, it's a tool. For others, it's a trap. But what if I told you that even a debt as massive as $1 billion can be resolved? Sounds impossible, right? Yet it happens. Not just for individuals, but for corporations, even governments. Today, I'm going to reveal the secrets of how financial giants, like banks and billion-dollar businesses, tackle massive debt, and how you can apply these principles to solve your own financial challenges. Let's start with this question. What is debt, really? At its core, debt is just a tool, a contract between a borrower and a lender. But here's the secret that the wealthy and powerful understand. Debt isn't just about owing money. It's about strategy, leverage, and negotiation. The way you handle it determines whether it cripples you or empowers you. So how do banks and billionaires deal with massive debt? First, they focus on leverage. Debt, when used strategically, can be a powerful tool to generate more income. For example, a company might borrow millions to expand operations, knowing that the returns will far outweigh the interest. On a smaller scale, this is like using a low-interest loan to invest in an asset that grows in value over time. The lesson here? If you're drowning in debt, stop viewing it as a weight and start thinking of ways to turn it into an opportunity. Next, they negotiate relentlessly. When a company owes billions, it doesn't sit back and hope for a miracle. Instead, it brings in financial experts to negotiate better terms with creditors. This might mean extending repayment periods, lowering interest rates, or even reducing the principal amount owed. And yes, you can do this too. If you have credit card debt, student loans, or even medical bills, reach out to your lenders. You'd be surprised how many are willing to work with you if you show initiative. One of the biggest strategies banks use is restructuring. When debt gets out of control, they don't panic. They restructure. This could mean consolidating multiple debts into one manageable loan or prioritizing high-interest debts to pay off first. For individuals, this might look like taking out a consolidation loan with a lower interest rate or using the snowball or avalanche method to attack debt systematically. Here's a tactic most people overlook: assets versus liabilities. Billion-dollar companies often sell off non-essential assets to pay down debt. They focus on keeping what generates income and cutting what doesn't. Ask yourself, what in your life is an asset, and what's a liability? Maybe it's time to sell that second car you barely use or rethink subscriptions that don't add real value. The goal is to free up cash flow to tackle debt aggressively. Now let's talk about something banks and billionaires rarely admit: other people's money. They use debt itself as a tool to generate wealth. For example, they might borrow at a 3% interest rate and invest in an opportunity that yields 10%. The difference is profit. On a personal level, this could mean using a low-interest loan to start a side hustle or invest in something with long-term growth potential. One of the most powerful secrets? Mindset. Massive debt can feel overwhelming, but the biggest players in the financial world don't let fear dictate their decisions. They approach debt with a calculated plan and unwavering focus. If you're feeling stuck, the first step is to shift your perspective. Stop seeing debt as the end of the road. Start seeing it as a challenge you can overcome with the right strategy. Lastly, let's address the elephant in the room: forgiveness. Did you know that banks sometimes forgive billions in debt? It's called a debt write-off, and it happens more often than you'd think. While this may not directly apply to you, the principle does. Sometimes, you need to negotiate a clean slate. If you owe more than you can ever repay, consider options like debt settlement or even bankruptcy as a last resort. It's not about failure, it's about starting fresh. So, is it possible to resolve $1 billion in debt? Absolutely. And the same principles apply whether you owe $10,000 or $100,000. It's about strategy, negotiation, and having the courage to face your situation head-on. Now, I want to hear from you. What's your biggest takeaway from these strategies? Which one will you start applying today to tackle your debt? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more game-changing financial insights. Together, we'll transform your financial future. Building great wealth while being in significant debt might seem like an impossible dream, but it's entirely achievable if you approach it with the right mindset and strategy. Let's break it down into actionable steps you can take, no matter where you are right now. First, understand your current situation. Wealth creation begins with clarity. Sit down and take a hard look at your finances. How much debt do you have? What are your monthly expenses? What's your income? Once you have the full picture, you can start planning your way out of debt and into wealth. Next, shift your focus to cash flow management. Debt can feel overwhelming, but you need to prioritize creating room for growth. Start by cutting unnecessary expenses. Think of this as temporarily tightening your belt to invest in your future. Even small adjustments can free up significant cash over time. Now, let's talk about investing in skills. One of the fastest ways to increase your earning potential is by learning high-demand skills. Whether it's coding, marketing, design, or sales, these skills can open doors to new income streams. Use free resources like online courses or mentorship programs. Remember, investing in yourself is the first step to wealth, even while you're paying off debt. While we're on the topic of income, it's crucial to focus on multiple income streams. Wealth isn't built on a single paycheck. Start a side hustle, invest in stocks, or create a product or service you can sell. Even if it starts small, an additional income source can grow into something substantial over time. Debt repayment should still be a priority, but here's the key: don't let it consume all your resources. Use the 50/30/20 rule. Allocate 50% of your income to necessities, 30% to debt repayment, and 20% to investments. It's about balancing your obligations with future growth. Wealth is also a product of leveraging opportunities. Look for ways to turn your existing skills, network, or resources into profitable ventures. For example, if you're good at writing, start freelancing. If you have a car, consider driving for a rideshare company. Every opportunity counts, and each dollar earned gets you closer to financial freedom. Let's address mindset, the invisible driver of success. If you believe debt defines you, you'll stay stuck. Instead, see it as a temporary challenge. Visualize the life you want, debt-free, financially abundant, and thriving. This mental shift fuels your determination and helps you stay focused. Surround yourself with the right people. Wealth is often built through connections. Seek out mentors, join communities focused on growth, and distance yourself from negativity. The energy and insights you gain from like-minded individuals can be life-changing. Once you've started to stabilize your finances, begin building assets. Assets are the cornerstone of wealth. They could be stocks, real estate, businesses, or even intellectual property. The goal is to create sources of passive income that grow over time. Finally, stay consistent. Building wealth while in debt isn't about a single breakthrough moment. It's about small, disciplined actions repeated daily. Commit to your plan, adjust as needed, and celebrate every milestone along the way. Here's the truth: many of the world's wealthiest individuals started in debt. They didn't let it define them. Instead, they used it as fuel to propel themselves to greatness. You can do the same. It starts with a decision, followed by relentless action. What's your first step? Are you ready to take control of your financial destiny? Let me know in the comments. And remember, wealth isn't just about money. It's about freedom, security, and the ability to create a better future for you and your family. Let's start building that future today. Becoming a billionaire from scratch might sound like a fantasy, but history has proven time and again that it's possible. Many of the wealthiest individuals started with nothing but an idea, a relentless drive, and an understanding of how money works. Let's dive into the principles and secrets behind building monumental wealth, and along the way, uncover some fascinating insights into the history of banks and money. First, embrace the mindset of value creation. Billionaires aren't just people who accumulate wealth, they are value creators. They solve problems on a massive scale, whether by inventing products, offering services, or revolutionizing industries. Ask yourself, what problem can I solve? How can I create something that benefits millions of people? Your journey to billions begins with this question. Next, understand the power of leverage. Billionaires don't rely solely on their own efforts. They leverage time, money, technology, and people. This is where the history of banks becomes incredibly relevant. Banks were among the first institutions to understand leverage, lending money to entrepreneurs who used it to create empires. You can apply the same principle by finding ways to multiply your efforts, whether through technology, partnerships, or hiring the right team. The secret of money lies in its ability to grow through systems. In the early days of banking, institutions made wealth by lending money and earning interest. This concept of compounding is still the cornerstone of wealth creation today. When you reinvest profits from your ventures, whether in a business or financial assets, you harness the same principle that banks have used for centuries. Let's also talk about opportunity spotting. The wealthiest people in history, from John D. Rockefeller to Jeff Bezos, built their fortunes by identifying emerging trends. Rockefeller saw the potential of oil. Bezos recognized the power of e-commerce. Similarly, today's opportunities might lie in AI, green energy, or blockchain. Stay informed and ready to act. The next step is control over money. Banks and financial institutions thrive because they understand one critical rule: control is more powerful than ownership. You don't need to own everything outright. You need to control resources, assets, and cash flow. Learn how to control your investments and reinvest wisely to grow your wealth exponentially. Networking is another secret ingredient. The richest people in the world build networks, not just businesses. They surround themselves with mentors, investors, and like-minded individuals who amplify their success. Think of money as energy. It flows more abundantly when shared and multiplied through strategic relationships. Here's an intriguing insight from history. Money evolves. From barter systems to precious metals, from paper currency to digital assets, money has always adapted. Billionaires stay ahead by predicting these shifts. For instance, early adopters of cryptocurrencies have built immense wealth by recognizing money's digital evolution. Stay alert to where the financial world is heading next. Billionaires also understand the concept of asymmetric risk. They take calculated risks with limited downside and massive upside. Think about Elon Musk betting on Tesla and SpaceX. The initial risks were high, but the potential rewards were astronomical. Find ways to take bold yet calculated steps toward your goals. Finally, remember that wealth isn't just about accumulation, it's about reinvention. Banks have reinvented themselves countless times, from goldsmiths issuing paper notes to modern financial powerhouses offering complex financial instruments. Similarly, you must continuously reinvent yourself, your skills, and your strategies to stay relevant and thrive. The path to becoming a billionaire is a combination of creativity, discipline, and the willingness to think differently about money and value. You must challenge the status quo, stay resilient, and learn from history's financial giants. Ask yourself, what steps can you take today to align with these principles? How can you harness the secrets of money and the strategies of billionaires to transform your future? The journey may be long, but every step forward brings you closer to turning your vision into reality. Building a wealth and victory mindset requires discipline, resilience, and strategic thinking, much like the principles used by elite military forces and top global business leaders. These groups share a common trait. They operate with clarity of purpose, precision, and a relentless drive to succeed. Let's break down how you can adopt and implement their strategies to transform your mindset and dominate every day. Operate with a mission-first mentality. In the military, every operation begins with a clear mission. Similarly, successful entrepreneurs like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos set audacious goals and work backward to achieve them. Every day, wake up with a purpose. Define what success looks like and take deliberate steps to achieve it. Ask yourself, what is my mission today, this week, this year? Train like it's life or death. The military thrives on rigorous training, ensuring readiness for any challenge. Wealth building is no different. Commit to continuous learning, study finance, investments, leadership, and emerging industries. Top business leaders like Warren Buffett spend hours reading and refining their knowledge daily. Adopt this habit to stay sharp and prepared for opportunities. Master the art of strategic planning. Military leaders conduct detailed planning before any mission. They anticipate risks, evaluate resources, and develop contingency plans. Apply this to your financial life. Create a roadmap for your goals, including saving, investing, and diversifying income streams. Always prepare for setbacks and adjust your strategies accordingly. Focus on discipline over motivation. Motivation comes and goes, but discipline is what keeps elite forces and top CEOs moving forward. Build habits that align with your goals, even when it's hard. Discipline yourself to save consistently, invest wisely, and avoid impulsive financial decisions. Remember, consistency beats intensity over the long term. Operate with precision under pressure. In high-stakes situations, military personnel rely on training and focus rather than panic. Similarly, in the world of business and finance, pressure is inevitable, whether it's economic downturns, market crashes, or personal challenges. Stay calm, trust your preparation, and make calculated decisions. Learn to view pressure as an opportunity to sharpen your skills. Adopt the debrief and improve approach. After every mission, the military conducts debriefings to analyze what worked, what didn't, and how to improve. You can do the same in your financial life. Regularly review your investments, spending, and progress toward your goals. Adjust your tactics based on what you learn and strive for continuous improvement. Surround yourself with a winning team. In both the military and business world, no one succeeds alone. Top leaders build teams of experts who complement their skills and amplify their strengths. Seek out mentors, advisors, and peers who share your ambition and can support your growth. Collaboration multiplies success. Execute with a sense of urgency. The military operates on the principle of speed and surprise, acting swiftly to seize opportunities. Wealth building requires a similar approach. When you see a promising investment, a new business idea, or a chance to learn, act decisively. Hesitation often leads to missed opportunities. Think globally, act locally. International military forces adapt to local terrains while maintaining a global perspective. Similarly, The most successful business leaders understand global markets, but focus their actions strategically. Stay informed about global economic trends, but tailor your actions to your immediate environment and resources. Embrace resilience as a core value. In both war and wealth building, setbacks are inevitable. What defines winners is their ability to bounce back stronger. When challenges arise, use them as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Remember, every failure is a lesson, and every lesson is a tool for future victories. Visualize your victories. Military leaders and top entrepreneurs like Oprah Winfrey and Richard Branson use visualization techniques to mentally rehearse success. Spend time each day imagining yourself achieving your goals, whether it's financial freedom, a successful business, or a lasting legacy. Visualization primes your mind for success. Stay mission-ready, always. The military's readiness principle ensures they are prepared for any situation, at any time. Similarly, financial success requires readiness to seize opportunities, face challenges, and adapt to changing circumstances. Build an emergency fund, stay updated on market trends, and always be prepared to pivot when needed. Combine grit with gratitude. Finally, victory comes from a balance of relentless drive and appreciation for progress. While pushing toward your goals, take moments to reflect on how far you've come and express gratitude for your journey. Gratitude keeps you grounded, while grit propels you forward. By integrating these principles into your daily life, you'll cultivate a mindset of wealth and victory that mirrors the discipline of the military and the strategic genius of top business leaders. Every day becomes a step closer to not only achieving financial freedom, but also creating a legacy of abundance and success that inspires those around you.